sense, I might pay you. Make it make sense, I might pay you.
Make it make sense, come on, make it, baby. Make it make sense, come on, make it make sense, come on, make it, baby. Make it make sense, come on, make it.
What's good, y'all? Let's Make Sense of It podcast. We are back for another week, and like we always say,
the truth you don't want, but you definitely need it.
But you definitely need it. I go by the Bull Vince,
And I'm Ash.
and we are back again. Like always, follow us on Instagram. Let's Make Sense of It _ Let's Make Sense of It _ If you're watching us on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are listening to us, make sure you leave a review, leave those 5 stars. Whether you're listening to Apple, Spotify, make sure you subscribe. Now, this week, finally got him in here.
Cut it out.
Finally got him in here. We've been, you know what I'm saying? We've been chasing him down, you know, for some months now. You know, chasing him down for some months now. And make sure I introduce you properly to, you know, got a new audience here. For those who you don't know, if you haven't been following us, you know, from the previous journey, every once in a while I need a little bit of therapy, you know? It's always that one person, you know, that just got to drop a couple gems there. So you got my man Marco's in the building, and he brought the sidekick Mo over here. So let me introduce him properly. There we go. Give it up for him. Finally got you in here, man. So first of all, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Pull that mic a little closer to you. There you go. What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. I just been chilling lately. It's been an interesting year. Just, I've been out west for 2 years now. So
Damn, it's been 2 years already?
yeah, it's been 2, and just getting used to, you know, having a schedule again. Getting used to having 2 incomes and doing just a lot of personal stuff for myself, like spending quality time with myself, trying to maintain a solid peace of mind, and just it's been a little rough 2 years now, just being away from my family consistently. It's starting to hit different.
Right.
So just making sure I stay in touch with everybody, and just I have days where I take my space. I don't be wanting to be bothered.
Makes sense.
And then just finally being able to come back home, and everything I experienced this year so far, it's been interesting.
It's been interesting.
For real, bro. I had some interesting interactions so far.
Yeah, like what? What's been the most interesting that you've had over there on the left coast?
Or it's a hush hush. It's like mind your business. Like,
Mo, what you been up to?
What's been the interesting? You know what I'm saying? What's been that you can speak of? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's.
spill the tea.
I think the way I'm going about approaching relationships right now is kind of different. Like I've gotten to a point, like I was saying earlier, just being able to maintain your peace of mind and just keeping things just mellow with yourself, like that has gone into just the way I've been moving around this year, like in and out of my personal life, or trying to do things just with what I'm working on creatively. The relationships that I've been having have been getting better. I wouldn't say I'm in some type of euphoric state, but I'm able to be cool with whatever I got going on with other people.
Right.
Like, and that's from, just like I said, family, friends, and just, you know, having, you know, certain women in my life. And that's been the most interesting part. Like Mo will tell you, I don't let nobody interrupt nothing I got going on, bro. Like, I'll gladly give everybody a clean slate and just do, you know, I'll go with the flow and everything. But, like, I don't really be getting into nothing with nobody, because it's just ain't nobody worth me giving that up. Like, that peace of mind I worked so hard for, you know?
Right.
But
what's been was outside of missing the family, what's been the hardest part of being over there on the West Coast?
like, really just being by myself. Like, it's difficult. Just because I don't, you know, like, since I've been home, I've been real husky on the time I'm spending with everybody, because I don't do nothing over there but just work and like I said, I take the time to myself. That's not the same as having fun with people you grew up with or you close to, or just being able to, like, I don't have that family thing going on over there. I don't have like people I genuinely fuck with the way I do people I'm back home. And it just feel weird, bro. Like, and it's hot as shit over there, bro. It's hot as shit over there, bro. It's hot, bro. So you really don't even want nobody up under you anyway. But it's like, damn, I wish I was with my people. Like, I'm not, granted, I made that choice, but that's hard, bro. Just feeling like you by yourself.
Right. And let's take a step back, because it's a newer audience, so they probably like, who the fuck is this nigga, right?
Right.
So explain to them exactly why you moved or what you did up and moving to the West Coast.
So that situation just came from just COVID was going on. This is, I want to say, May going into June. So it's been around for a little bit. At the time, working, they paying people to leave. Like, the department I was in, they was like paying people to leave. Right. So that way they wouldn't have to pay them their full pay or whatever. So I was like, okay, y'all gonna pay people to leave? I like the sound of that. I'll leave. And two of my closest friends was already out there, and I that was always my plan. Right. How I got there changed once I realized I wasn't gonna have a job anymore, but that was always my plan, to leave. Right. I think growing up and moving around out here, I got to a point where I realized I just didn't want to be here all my life. Like, that's how it felt for me. And I'll never regret leaving. It's always one of my favorite decisions I've made so far. But yeah, just being out there and figuring out what I wanted to do as far as like what direction I wanted to go with a business I thought of for myself as far as entertainment goes, and picking a spot to start writing on it, like a book, and how that's going to connect with another project and things like that. It's just been a journey. That's all. Just leaving and why I left. I wanted something different, and just, I didn't want to be comfortable anymore. Right. I was very comfortable where I was at. Like, right. But you learn how to just, it's a lot. Like, granted, everybody can move with different circumstances, but, the ones I had, I like how it panned out. And it's also taught me how to just be patient and understand that if things aren't going your way, something better is coming. Like, you probably just trying to do some shit that's not going to work. Right. So you got to look at what you have and really just make it work, because you have it for a reason. Like, whatever circumstances you have, leave a little bit for surprise, but be certain in what you want to do. Like, have intent, because if something not going to work for what you want, then you should be patient enough to just stay down until it can come through. And that's what I've been going through. Just that whole journey. That patience is ridiculous. Still fucking up a little bit sometimes. But yeah, that's been it. It's just been a journey.
So actually, Mo, let me ask you a question. With him being all the way on the West Coast, since y'all best friends, what's been the hardest part for you?
Sometimes when he take like that little time to himself, I might be going through something. And I might call, he ain't answering. I know why, so it's just like, I'll just text him all this shit. If something happened every day, I'm texting him all this shit. And then when we finally talk, then we just talk. So that's kind of hard. It's not really the time zone, because he be up. So it's like, it don't really be the time zone. Just be when he want to take his little breaks. Mm-hmm. Like, what? I need you. Answer the phone.
Now, since you've been over there, you've been working on poems.
Yeah.
Been writing poems. How many poems you got written so far now?
I think 110. Shit. I started in August of last year, like right before I started like getting back on my feet. So like I had some time. I had a little situation going on that kind of sparked it. I ended up being in the bookstore, and I saw one made by Halsey, that recording artist, and I went there. I was like, shit, I could do that. So I was like, let me, I just been writing.
Has it been easy since you come from a music writing background? So,
yeah, it's been relatively easy. It's also been easy for me to like share it with people as I go with it. Like, I actually let somebody read through all 100. Like, they spent the weekend and just like went through it and like sent me just feedback and stuff like that. I've had some dates where I'll let like a girl go through And then sometimes I send ones to people that it's directly about. Like I'll send it.
Really?
Yeah.
And do they know it's directly about them?
Yeah, they know. Like I have that type of open dialogue with at least one person. So it's nice, man. I like how it's coming together because I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it.
Right.
So yeah.
Now, the last time I seen you, you was talking about the women in LA. So they treat you better now? Not the side.
Well, since I'm back and forth a lot, so I'm in Arizona.
That's right. You going back in
time.
between Arizona and
LA is kind of like it's rare that I'm there. Like for the last 2 months, I've been going back a little frequently, but my weekends be taken, my weeks be taken. Like unless I'm going there specifically to go to the spa or something like that, I don't go back.
So how's Arizona been?
It's been cool. I'm learning the city more and more. Like it's nice to get used to something else. Like most of the time when you go on vacation, you can get used to something if you go somewhere a couple of times, but like to live there, and I'm getting used to it to where like, okay, I know if I keep going down this street, I'm cool, or I know where I'm at, I know how far I am from such and such and such and such. Like it's cool. But now what I'm doing, it don't matter where the LA or Arizona. I think the one thing that I've gotten better with as far as just how I'm treating myself is helping me make better decisions with who I'm fucking with.
I got you.
I won't make the right decision every time, of course, but the way I approach it now, it's really no need for me to complain.
Okay.
There's nothing to complain about because if you good at just backing off, you can just leave well enough alone and just back off. It's better that way. And however that affects the other person is none of your business. It's not, and there's no need to like. I have been in situations where I was in the wrong and I just kind of like just fell back anyway. It don't matter whether I'm in the right or the wrong. I'll just, if it's not gonna work, we just go ahead. You could be mad at me, but we can just let that go.
Right.
So ain't nobody mistreating me, dog. Like I'm not having my time wasted, in my opinion. Whatever happens is whatever time it's supposed to happen for, and then once it stops, I'm cool.
That's a good thing then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. Actually, one more thing, then we're gonna get into our what's her name? So what's up with the you still working on the candles? Or did you just put that on? Did you put that on hold?
No. What happened was trying to understand the whole like manufacturing part of it. Like it's a lot that go into it if you're not gonna make them yourself. Like I know somebody that actually like makes them herself.
Really?
And it's that handcrafted stuff is even harder. So when you're trying to find a system where you get the right manufacturer that's gonna make it with the ingredients that you want, things like that, we hit like a snag with that, and then just life in general, like stuff just started happening. But I think separately, a little bit more effort that went into just putting that together. There's a time and place for it, so I guess I'll reconvene with that when the time is right. Yeah.
All right. So let's start this way. We'll start with the more serious stuff, and then we'll get into we'll start doing a little more serious stuff. Then we get a little bit of fun. So let's start with the Roe versus Wade thing. We have two women here. So whoever wants to answer first. What's your thoughts on it? You want to go first, Mo?
Bullshit.
Go ahead.
It's bullshit. You want to what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you can't tell people what to do with their bodies.
Talking to that mic right there.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can't tell people what to do with their bodies. Like, we don't know anybody's situation, circumstances. What if it's a rape victim? She's forced to keep her baby because, like, that's just, I don't like that.
Right.
I don't really care for that.
It's a lot that goes into that. I feel like that just opens up like Pandora's box for them to just overturn a lot of shit. So, I mean, every day is just like our rights are getting taken away from us every which way. And as a woman, it's just like, how can a bunch of men tell me how to work my body?
Right.
Like, what can I do with it? Like, there's a certain difference between somebody having 10 abortions and just like doing it as a sport.
Right.
Like, they just out here fucking getting pregnant and saying, there's a solution to this. I can just abort this shit.
Right.
Right. But then there's other people who can't carry the baby full term. The option is only abortion. miscarriage. The option is only abortion. Like, you have to get surgery for these things, and you're taking away this right. That means that I'm more fearful of what's going to happen to me if this happens, or I just have to like keep it as it's going, and then that puts my life in jeopardy.
Correct.
At the end of the day, so it's just like I feel as though certain things Congress just finds a way to justify it as a law instead of actually thinking of it as a human being. Like, there are women on the Supreme Court. Like, how can you agree to that?
Right.
Like, picture if your child was in that situation. How can you agree to that?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because one, it's rare that you get a Supreme Court ruling on stuff, but they ruled on that, and then it's just like, let's jump to this. Like, oh,
Yeah, like,
y'all got other shit to worry about.
Yeah.
Y'all got way more crazy shit to worry about.
I know, and that was
Plan B's about the beast.
that was the
yeah. Like, you got
condoms.
a lot that, there you go. Like,
you gotta be careful.
Suicide rate can go up.
Oh yeah.
Condom sales more than likely to go up. Birth control can go up, but everybody doesn't know the pros and cons of birth control and what it does to each and every individual's body.
Right.
And
Not
it's just
only that. You want to have a bunch of women that don't want to be moms, so they're going to mistreat their kids. They're going to be doing little nut shit because they didn't want to be parents.
so either foster care or homicide.
yeah.
Or suicide. Or
And
both.
Yeah.
and as you see, it was a lot of those states split right down the middle to the down south states that do it. Luckily, there's a lot of states that it's still going to be legal, but the influx of people that are going to be traveling to these places is going to be ridiculous. And once the influx of people start coming, people see money. Sadly, people see money. They're like, all right, more people going to come here from out of state. They're going to just try to charge them more. And that's the fucked up part about it.
And I just seen something on the Shade Room about certain companies will actually pay for people to travel.
Yeah, but the crazy part about that is you
That's
don't want to get your company involved in stuff like that though. That's the thing. Like, you don't want.
No, like Apple, like big companies, Apple and another company,
Netflix,
they was
Uber.
they was gonna pay for people to travel to get.
That's crazy. But if they do that, like I said, you're still gonna have to. They're still gonna be in your business.
It's a lot that goes into all that stuff. Like, it's crazy.
The versus battle. as you would call that.
That wasn't
Shit.
even versus battle.
It was a comedy show.
First, getting to the pre-show, that was a lot.
Yeah.
It's just, reminded me of like the Source Awards or the Vibe Awards. You remember how the ghetto that award show used to be like, everybody used to come on stage drunk. There's 50 niggas on stage.
Right.
Everybody got a mic. That's what it felt like. Like the motherfuckers that was supposed to be singing couldn't sing.
Yeah, it's supposed a lot of them R&B
Why
singers.
was D-Ray there? D-Ray
He was supposed to be the host.
He did a horrible job. Why the
Well, he did get put in a bad position there. It's like
he got put in a real bad position.
niggas start dancing,
And then he trying to keep coming out and so like, we trying to get these niggas off the stage.
He was trying to get them the fuck off stage.
You saw in the corner, it's like, it's a bunch of bitches over there dancing, twerking, taking
It
videos.
was
I'm
a mess.
It was a lot going on.
Omarion needs to be the fuck ashamed.
It was.
like, he need to
Because
apologize
everybody
for and all
had
that.
high hopes for him. Like, everybody like, oh, Omarion gonna do blah, blah. Half of the songs was B2K songs. Nobody want to keep seeing you dancing and eating fruit. Sing, nigga. Like,
I didn't understand.
I didn't get the fruit.
it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. And Mario really like stunned him the whole time. Like, he.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a grown
Oh,
man.
that is a man, honey.
That is a grown man. That is a grown man.
A grown man.
Oh man, listen, it was. I know Swiss Beats and Timberland probably was like, what the? What,
They was in the
comments like, what was happening?
Like, what's going on? Because Swiss was there, but Timberland wasn't.
I don't blame him. He
Nah,
knew.
I wouldn't
He
be
knew.
part of that
He
shit.
knew the.
I was mad that Brandy was there. Like, your brother can't sing on the off stage.
And then you
don't
got
matter.
the other niggas singing your song, and you gonna blame it on your son.
Child,
Or
they
him.
was
They ain't got
they
shit
was
to do
in
with
a
shit.
little trio over in the corner, like they was background singers singing your fucking record.
But they was really bidding on him. It was a bid.
It was a lot going on there. Hey man.
If I was his son, I would be ashamed.
Hey man, shout out to them, man. All right, let's start it this way. Is celibacy just a trend nowadays?
It's a trend.
That's real.
That's real?
Shit, I never practiced that shit. I didn't know.
Is it just a trend nowadays? Because you always hear you're a motherfucker, I'm gonna go celibate, and it'll be for like a week.
That just be something that people say when they go through shit. You might have was in a situation, you 9 times out of 10 you ended up salty,
Right.
and you just want to chill for a little bit. But everybody say that until they get horny again, then you doing the
That
same shit
celibacy
you
is
been
over.
was doing. So it's like,
And people say that they want to cleanse, like they
because what's
cleanse their
celibacy?
spirit.
Like not having sex until when? Like when? Like they make up their own day. Like
every time I hear that, I'm like, well, what's the end goal here?
You
Because
could be like married. or a serious relationship.
Yeah, you got some people that like, oh, I'm not having sex until I get married.
Well, they ain't getting married then. Who? I shouldn't say who. I shouldn't say who. I shouldn't say.
I need to see what you got going on. Does it work? Is it cute? Is it pretty? Everything. I'm not about to just
you picture like
wait.
you're wet at night. You about to
getting
like
cheated
this shit
on.
about to be popping.
You don't want to divorce me. I'm gonna cheat on you. Like what? Nobody doing that.
If a chick told you she was celibate, what would your reaction be?
All right.
All right. So you out?
Because I don't want no parts.
Bro.
He the type of nigga, he'll still be there for emotional support and shit like that, but he's gonna be fucking somebody.
I'll be somewhere else.
That's super toxic. You gonna stay for emotional support?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You gonna
Emotional.
what's the emotional support
He's
part?
gonna give her encouraging words and shit like that.
That's super toxic.
You gonna send her a poem
No.
about how her
Yeah,
body
you is.
No.
Yeah, you is.
Her body is her temple.
It's her temple.
It's
like,
not like
not
that. That's wild.
I'm just saying.
I don't even be running into chicks like that, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I never
Never
ran
came
into
in.
a guy
That's why
he
I
was
didn't even know that
celibate.
was a topic.
See you later, bye.
But I will admit though, like that might be a topic for real, because
What's being?
you just realize the older you get, man, you can't just be all casual with it no more. Like it's not.
Just was telling some brother dude.
So all right. So the second part of that question was why does it take for a person to be celibate to work on themselves? Because that's feel like that's the excuse they always use.
Because sex can be a real big distraction if you don't handle it with care. So sometimes you need to take that time and cleanse yourself, mind, body, and soul.
That's that energy talking.
True, but how much mind, body, and soul was there where they give it? Where they
I feel like if you
Depends on how
wind
many
up
times
being
you was
celibate,
fucking,
you was
man.
out here fucking.
Yeah.
Like,
And it depends on
fucking.
the toll it takes on you. Like if it's really fucking you up mentally, it's like, all right, I really gotta tighten up. I'm doing too much. That's different.
Now is this just because you spreading your soul with multiple people, or is it just the one toxic person?
It could be both.
We're taking in.
Either topic can take a toll on you depending on how it's being done.
True. Yeah, it's very much true.
I just don't know.
I don't get it though, because like if you, well, I really came across to myself, but if like, what's their end goal here? Like, at what point do they feel
And
as
then
though?
when you pick back up again, are you like doing the same shit? Like, what are we doing?
At what point do they feel like this was enough?
You would hope if you take some time to yourself, you can come out and make the right decision at least. Like
Yeah.
if you want to go back to doing that, like that's a choice though.
I feel as though you should be picking better partners. If you
You should be taking
That's
the more time you take to yourself, you can put yourself in better
because
position.
you can look outside of the bullshit and you on the outside looking at it and you're like, damn, like why did I do that? Like you start seeing shit for what it is when you're not in the situation versus when you're in it.
Now, when a person is celibate, right, and they say they're celibate for 4 years, at what point do if you about 40 and you've been celibate since you was 36, I mean, at what point do you continue on with your life? Like
We don't know.
it's like I always wonder what's the I never understand.
And people
Never got there.
Would any of y'all
sexy
practice
and
celibacy?
good?
Like, would
No.
you be celibate? No.
thank you.
No,
I'm good. I know what prayer is. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. Nobody got time for that.
The most I could do if I really put my mind to it, probably a month, but it ain't even that. Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
And that might just be I might be in between situations right now. And I'm just chilling.
Right.
You know,
Just
it's a break.
It's just a
I'm
break.
just chilling right now.
But this is not
Other
a
than
definite
that, I
thing.
just,
Like this can change tomorrow. I'm just letting you know.
it could change tonight.
There we go.
You know, you get the right phone call at the right time. You
Just I would feel as though you just have to be an adult about it. Like everybody you meet, you don't have to sleep with. Everybody that
No.
smiles at you,
some
gives you a
people
compliment,
are
gives you a
just
good
for like
conversation, you don't.
friendship and conversations. Like some people could put you on a certain game.
Yeah,
And y'all don't need to mix that with pleasure and intimacy. Like you don't need to do that with certain people. Certain people you can't have sex because then they crazy.
And everybody don't know how to have sex either.
No, they don't.
Damn.
You would think it's 2022.
It's not. They don't know.
That
What
Explain.
they don't know what
Explain.
intimacy is. Like
Yeah.
a lot of niggas don't know what foreplay.
Foreplay is a part of intimacy. Touch me, caress me, make me feel like a
Niggas just hop in that joint like they jump into the deep end of the pool.
And I would stop you like, you need to calm the fuck down if you want to still be
Like
here.
a couple
It's not,
kisses,
I'm
you be
kicking
like,
you out.
wait, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. Nope.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Like you gotta, it's a comfortability thing. You just gotta be comfortable. Make me feel comfortable, and I'm gonna do whatever you want to do. But if you try to do all this hype shit, you gotta go. No.
See, that's why I said the older you get, it can't be casual no more. Like
No.
all that detail shit right there.
It can't because
like, you gotta
after a
make
while,
sure-
like you, when you get older, you look like I said, you look at shit for what it is. So
you just don't be
don't.
wanting to like. the
Now,
spot.
if it's just one of them nights, that's different. And you told yourself it's gonna be one of these nights. It is whatever, boom, boom. But if it's not that,
Chicks
then-
tell themselves that it's just gonna be one of them nights.
I mean, yeah, you might
yeah,
be feeling frisky one night, and you just like, all right, I know.
Or frisky like a cat.
After tomorrow, I might not call this nigga, but right now, you're my friend.
This, and then after that, just leave.
Yeah, see you. I might call you, I might not.
Dang. All right. Off of that question, actually, should you give a person your A game during sex if you're not together?
What? So you supposed to give them mediocre sex when you're not together?
I'm just asking the question here. Should you give them your A game if y'all not going to be together?
So here.
I want to hear everybody's opinion on this. Go ahead, you go first, Mo.
The dangers. No, I mean,
What's the danger? Go ahead.
It's dangerous because if we're in a situation where we kicking it, whatever it may be, and we having sex and it's like consistent and we do all this other shit, we go on dates, we do all that. This being as though we feel the way we feel, the sex is going to be all of that because I'm going to want to naturally submit because I like him. He's going to want to please me because, like I said, outside of the sex, we dating. We not just having sex. So your feelings is always going to be, so when you have those feelings, you're going to want to show out and show that person that you like them enough to please them in a certain type of way. But what complicates things is y'all start arguing, he start looking at little shit he ain't never looked at before, and you too, and then shit just go left.
It's funny because so from a guy's perspective, I feel like if you break out the tricks, you know what I'm saying, break out the A game tricks that's how you turn a chick crazy. That's you give them the tricks right away. You give them the tricks right away. But it
don't even be right away. Like in some situations, you might have a situation where y'all was just friends first, or y'all just was cool, or y'all was just fucking casually, and then it might have turned into something. And now that it's something,
feel as though you should always
he
always
pulling
be
out
A
all
game.
the moves. He eating ass. He doing this.
Dang, that nigga went right to eating egg.
No, I just said over time.
Oh, all right, I'm about to say, damn.
I mean, you got some one night butt eaters, but
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, niggas is right out the club with it.
But I like the ones you can kind of grow with sexually. Like we know that we sexually compatible when we have good sex, but once we get to a certain level, it gets better because it's like a growth thing. Like okay, we feel this way, and then we just going. Like some niggas don't just come out the bed just eating pussy. Sometimes it takes some time.
I would hope not. You just get right.
Yeah, these niggas out here,
Nigga just crack the package open and get right to it.
they meet a bitch 2 hours ago. He eating butt.
Now, should you give a chick the A game right from the rip?
He always
Most niggas gonna say yeah, because you gonna want to try to hit it. Niggas gonna want to try to bomb again.
It's in your nature to be dominant, so I'm gonna fuck this shit out this bitch.
Niggas want to. That's because niggas want to hit again.
And they want to hit
That's
again,
exactly
especially
why.
if it's a good situation and she doing what she's supposed to do.
But I tell you what, if you in that thing, you be like, you know what, this ain't it. Nigga gonna he gonna scale it back. I'm tell you that right now. I'm like,
I mean, us too though. You think we not scaling it back? You getting blocked, nigga. You ain't calling me.
It's gonna get real quiet in there.
Real quiet.
Real quiet.
Nah, it's gonna get real quick.
I gotta
You
go.
hear the cat scratching out the hallway. That's
But like, get up. I
It's
get to
giving
the
me
bathroom.
very much.
like you hurting me.
Yeah. Like, why are you hurting me? Like, I don't like it.
So that's a yes.
No,
No, you're not getting. So you
nah, cause
lying.
But hold on though.
go ahead. Let him explain.
Hold on. It really do depend on who it is, like that. But this is why I'm telling you that the casual thing is like so important. The more mature you get, it's like you can have a casual agreement with somebody. Like I've had that. Like it's like, all right, well, I don't want to do like anything outside of this, so let's just keep it at that. I'd be cool with that until that's all we doing. Like we agreed on it, but we can still go out on a date.
Oh
No.
That's not how we agreed.
No.
That's not what that was in the contract. The contract said,
you get what I'm saying? This was you didn't want to go past that. But as far as giving somebody the A game, I think is necessary only because if you picking people that you really want to, granted there are situations where you kind of don't want nothing
to do with them, so you don't give them the full.
You give them the lazy sex.
Nah. Sex parties, that's always A game. You can
Shit.
yeah. It's
I done
everything
gave out
out.
some lazy sex because I just
it's gonna be moments where you just, I don't know, man. Like
You might just be drunk.
you watch a lot of relationships develop right in front of you, and you just be like, I kind of see where this is going. I'm not gonna assume, but
Right.
yeah, it's no need to do that all the
And
time.
that's the scary part where you can see where it's going, and then when they get there, you like, fuck, I seen this.
Yeah.
It's happened before. You be like,
It's
it happened
fresh.
before, and you like, you knew shouldn't went down that
It'd
road,
be
and you did it
scary
anyway.
Because what's in the beginning? Oh, I just want to have fun. I don't want nothing serious. We so
We
much
talked
alike.
about this before.
Da-da-da-da-da.
The woman,
We so much alike.
the women. Listen, the woman usually is the first one to catch feelings first. We say this all the time.
Absolutely.
This is always the case, and women will say, "No, I can handle it. It's no big deal." Until you get to that point,
But if you come out and be like, I can handle it, and you handle it, and then something switch,
it's
then
different.
Like, all right, you
How
can't
many
handle
women
it
do
no more.
really handle it though?
Because you might be handling it at first for a while. Everything might be
actually
going.
handling
You
it.
know what it is? Everything be going our way, and then once that shit switch and he show his ass, it's hard
That's
to get
because
him
he's trying
back
to.
to
That's
that.
because he's trying to get the fuck out of there. He was there for a good time, not a long time.
Not every nigga is like that because it will be some niggas that'll agree to the terms of your, we're gonna say,
And now them
condition.
niggas is in love.
And now all of a sudden, you might feel as though you catching feelings. You like, you know what? Let me scale this shit back.
Yeah.
Because it's
And
not
they
we agree
know
upon.
that.
But now they changing.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna admit it. Now y'all going
That
on
nigga-
a date.
that's-
now y'all going on a date. When y'all wasn't agreeing on going on dates. It was just like you come over on a certain
Wasn't
day.
agreeing.
This
We
is what it
together
is.
every
Now we
day.
now you calling me in the middle of the day like, whoa. You call me, listen, nigga, we got an agreement. You can meet me at 10 o'clock.
Not niggas pulling up to your house bringing you flowers unexpected.
Not that. Don't pull up to my house.
That's
If you might
considered-
get an unexpected visitor. Don't do that.
And nigga answer the door. Nigga answer the door. What's going on, Chief? Oh,
What you doing
what
here?
you doing here?
But it's just like you gotta
the
have
flower
that
guy.
open
That's
communication.
another question. Are you giving the bitch flowers that's not your girl?
Ah.
Niggas do, yeah. You ain't shit, dog. You ain't shit, dog.
See, niggas will be doing something.
You buy? Oh, what?
Oh, we already went through his roster.
Yeah,
We already
you
went
toxic
through his roster
motherfucker.
last week.
He said, I buy
Went
you.
through his- We went through his starting lineup and we went through his fucking bench players.
This-
But flowers-
You buying flowers for all your women?
Flowers
No.
is deep. Flowers is deeper than what
I
niggas
don't-
think
I
it
don't
is.
like
It's a
flowers. They
deep
gonna die.
gesture. I love flowers. It's a deep gesture.
Yeah, that's
because
a-
you're
that's-
not just buying. And I'm not talking about no flowers from the market. I mean, you going to the florist, you getting to put all the nice, cute little shit on there. That is thought and money that go behind that. So when you do that for a girl that you necessarily don't want a relationship with, but you kind of in too deep, so you doing shit based off how you feel about it, that shit get tricky. Because now she's going to expect a lot of shit of that sort or on that level, and then you be like, well, we not together.
So at what point? At what point does?
Yes, now.
At what point does the?
Real bad.
At what
Real
point?
bad.
At what point does the guy looking out for you turn into overbearing? Pretty much, like it crosses that line. Like, cause sometimes if like I said before, a guy if he really fuck with a chick, he gonna make sure they good. But at
All
what
the
point?
time.
At what point does the line does he cross the line where it's like it's a
when
little
they
bit more?
trying to when they trying to delegate and control, like you know how some niggas will do stuff for you for a period of time, and then once they feel like, all right, now I want her a certain way, let me lock this in. All right, well, babe, well, you want me to do that? Would you like a car or a crib, something with a tie to it? Then you,
Niggas buying cars?
but you can't have, niggas.
The right thing.
Why can't I have
about that?
Yeah,
but
true.
that's what I'm saying. That's when it starts to get overbearing because now you giving, but you have an ulterior motive. You want to give because you want to control and you want me a certain way, and you know that's not what I'm thinking.
Right.
So
Yeah, guys can manipulate a woman.
You said can or do?
they do.
Guys can manipulate a woman. Guys can, some do, but guys can.
Do.
All right, let me ask you this question. Does the quality of a person's exes matter?
Quality
No.
of the exes?
Because 9 times out of 10, their exes is bullshit. You might get a few people where they might got some cute exes. It's like, okay, she
If you
cute,
judge
whatever.
somebody
But 9
exes,
times out of 10, yeah, you see the bitches that be going hard for them. Like, I see why she's ugly. She has to hold on to you.
Just like, then you got nothing to add?
You gotta know your
Does
worth, honey. You
does
gotta
the
know your
quality?
worth.
I don't give a fuck about the
does the-
bitches. They not me.
I can't
Shit.
care. It's not. I'm
You
not.
don't care?
I'm not supposed to.
You worrying about the wrong shit if you care about the past.
You're
Like,
an ex for a reason.
Whatever, however you got to being available, it was him and you working together to make that happen. If anything, I need to appreciate him for not. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want
Them
to know what you
exes
look
still
like.
be
or nothing
lingering
like
though.
that.
Let's not sleep.
It's
Yeah.
the difference when it becomes a baby mother or baby father. Those are the motherfuckers that stick around for too long. And you
Yeah.
gotta deal with too much.
Yeah, conversation about
That's
that.
why
It's
I
like,
don't really care for the baby daddies like that. Like I rather talk to a nigga that don't got kids, cause I don't want to hear about your baby mom doing this and this, but I don't want to get fuck. Cause when I want my time, I don't want to hear. I got no disrespect. I got my kids.
What's that population like for y'all here now?
Everybody.
What, the guys without the
Yeah, the guys without.
They around, but they ain't around. It's scarce.
It's
Just like
very
it's scarce for women not to have kids. I mean, I don't have kids.
Women in Philadelphia outnumber men by 90,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like women
There
always
are a
outnumber
lot of
men.
women. There are a lot more women than there are men in
Exactly.
Philadelphia because most of them either dead or in jail. And then the ones that are baby fathers or fathers, some of them keep it hidden. Some of them are deadbeats, and then some of them put it on front.
Child, they good for hiding a baby child.
Then you got the ones that are single, but they weirdos. They want to be with their niggas all the time,
Niggas.
or they don't know how
Them
to
niggas
date.
be
They don't know how to
gay.
hold a
I'm
conversation.
sorry.
Then you got the ones
Them
that's in
niggas be gay.
relationships who are either unhappy or supposedly happy in their relationship, but they out here dipping and dabbing, trying to find what the next thing is available.
Right.
So, you know, it's very scarce.
Still one of y'all topics. Tricking.
It ain't tricking.
Tricking. Who wants to
the most
who wants to start with the
Common
tricking?
topic on social media every day is some form of a conversation about tricking. Go ahead, Mr. Trick Daddy.
Mr. You be trick? Damn, you trick daddy out here? Let me find out. You be out here trick daddy? Damn.
Stop.
You know you. Oh shit! Go ahead.
No, it's not.
It's not. Go ahead. What's
No.
what's your definition of tricking? First of all, because everybody has a different definition of tricking.
If it's a definition for it, I would say probably you just openly making it known this is completely transactional. I'm assuming that's what it
Paying
is.
to
Like,
play.
Yeah, if it's completely transactional, then that's what it is. It's not like, because I do understand in regular just relationships or whatever, people still spending money. So the concept of it being transactional is always money related for the most part, but it's making it more directly on that. Like, I want you around for this time period.
Right.
This is what's going to be done. We agree on that. Boom.
But
boom.
when did it? Because I'm seeing this more and more now. Niggas is speaking up. When did it really become a problem to spend money on women? Like, oh, why should I have to do this for you? And why should I?
we
have
talked
to
about
take
this.
you out?
Niggas- the niggas
And
with
why
money-
should I have to do this? Because the niggas with money don't complain.
We said that
they
last
don't
week.
say nothing about nothing. They don't give a fuck. You want it, you got it. They're not going to delegate anything. Oh well, we just met. A nigga that just met you 5 hours ago was going to take you to a 5-star restaurant. So don't settle. I mean, that's just what it is.
I don't know about 5 stars.
Shit.
Definitely
5
will.
star.
Definitely will.
Shit.
If niggas can
Shit,
spend
I ain't just talking out my
If
ass.
niggas
I'm
spend
speaking of
4 figures on
experience.
escorts
They do
or
it.
prostitutes or anything like that.
It's
they'll
the
spend
quality
money
of
on a
men
female.
though, because
True. you can't expect kingpin shit from a regular nigga that's not in that life or don't have the desire to spend that type of money. I mean, it has to be a mind thing. Like, you have to have it to spend it. Yeah, I guess pick your stay in your,
And
stay in your
everybody
bracket.
don't have it
But
to
that's-
spend it.
it's
Not
the
that
same
they
for
don't
female.
want to. They just, everybody don't have it.
It's the same for a female. If a female feels as though she really fuck with this nigga, she's gonna spend money on him.
Absolutely. I trick on my niggas all the time.
And if she don't
Like,
want to
tricking-
spend money on him, she not.
Hey, she trick mama.
Simple as
She trick daddy and trick mama over here.
Yeah, she
It's the
probably-
appreciation thing.
All right, let me ask you a question.
But you gotta be doing stuff
so
for
if
me.
when a woman says, you know, she just want a guy for the money, you know, basically just a tricking thing. If a guy approaches her that particular way and it's just strictly transactional, should a woman feel the type of way then?
It depends on the type of nigga.
If she said
and
it,
how he
feel
go about
away?
it. Because let me say something. A nigga that's coming at you like that, know you like that. A nigga's not gonna come at a female where he feel like have some type of standard like that. He's gonna come at her different. So if he already have an idea that you like that, that's how he gonna come at you. Now it's the way he presented. Because you got some niggas that keep it, you know, we could do this, we can hang out, we da-da-da, but this is what it is. And the girl be like, okay. But then you got niggas like, I got some money to fuck. What?
The wrong bitch, you gonna get.
It's the wrong. It's just the way. It's the wording. It's the delivery. Don't text my phone. Oh, I got some money to fuck. What?
But he could probably look at it like, oh, you just want the money and he just want the ass.
It's how you say it though. That's what I'm saying. Bitches be with all the goofy shit. We be with it, but
Right.
it's how you telling me.
approach the- how
Don't
you-
text my phone. Talk about something. I got some money to fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You better go on somebody's website then.
That's
The
pretty.
fuck off my phone.
That's pretty bold there. It's a little.
But you got some men that'll break it down to you. Look, I fuck with you. I'm attracted to you. I'm in a situation. That's my. You mean I'm gonna make sure you cool. I'm gonna make sure you know your bills paid and all that. Take care of me.
Right.
I'm gonna take care of you. We gonna go
Make it
about our
sound-
business.
make it sound good.
Send me a
When we
drink.
together, we
Send me a
together, we
deposit.
not.
Just send me some money so I know it's for some niggas do that too. They'll just leave something just so you know that they not
She
capping.
said, "Send me a deposit." You out here saying you sending a deposit out here, cuz? You out here sending a
I'm
deposit?
saying it because you have niggas that do it. You have a nigga that'll just let you to prove to you like I ain't bullshitting. What's your cash app? And just send you something. All right, now let's,
That nigga,
you know,
that nigga. Some niggas gonna dispute that the next day though. Niggas,
shit, not the
niggas
ones
be
I
cramping.
talk to. Not the ones I talk to. They don't dispute shit because they ain't got it. They ain't gotta dispute it. If you got it.
That's the key word. If you got it, stay in your
That's
stay.
it.
Stay.
It ain't tricking if
Stay in
you
your
got
tax
it.
bracket.
Stay in your tax bracket. If that ain't true, that ain't true. You got some bitches that want more than what they could really, you know, they require something that ain't really gonna happen for them. Like you know they ain't you, girl.
Now, can a chick feel a type of way if he just, like I said, if the guy just treats you strictly transactional? It's just like, can she really feel a type of way if it's just?
It has.
She put it out
Y'all
there,
both
like-
have to be on the same accord though. Like it has. He can't. When it comes to that type of shit, because things could. That's the sticky situation. Everybody is not built to trick. Everybody's not built for an arrangement. Everybody's
An
not.
arrangement.
That's what it is. Everybody is not built for that. So if you built for it, then you be built for it. But you got some niggas they after a while they don't want to just keep arranging you. They want you and they want to put you in better positions. But in order for all this to happen, you got to be his girl. Meanwhile, he's doing shit for other bitches he don't give a fuck about, but he just looking out because he's the neighborhood candy man or whatever the case may be. So he's making sure everybody's taken care of. But then when it comes to certain bitches, oh no, you have to be. But we started off as tricking.
Have you had any?
No,
You don't trick. you don't trick. You don't believe in tricking.
no, bro.
No, really.
Why are you?
Have you ever been a
lying,
trick?
though?
You've been.
That's what I'm saying. Say you had
So
moments.
you had moments. You was a trick.
I've had moments, bro. Like, I don't know. That whole best foot forward thing, kind of can skip that sometimes. It happens, but
That's because it don't do you no justice.
Yeah,
Some
it's just-
niggas
it's
the
not-
tricking does them justice. Some niggas it don't.
I think the thing was, like I said, it was that whole thing of just like taking some time to yourself. The more I sat with it, I just was like, bro, I really don't have to do that. Like that's really
Right.
Yeah.
It was. Don't get me wrong. I've had my moments for sure, but it's just like you get to a point where it's just like, what
are we
the
doing?
fuck am I doing?
Right.
Like, what is this really about? And then when you look at stuff that's like that come natural, it get better. Like you'll realize. Well, me and her talk all the time, but like nobody is fucking perfect. So like people just come with shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think the less effect it has on you because you're not allowing yourself to get so involved, but you still trying to give somebody like a chance. That
I
whole
got a
like
question. Go ahead. I'm
that
sorry.
whole like natural thing.
All right. What you got?
But my whole thing about this whole tricking thing is you'll go to a bar, you'll go somewhere, and from the rip, you'll see a guy and he'll pay for stuff. So it's like y'all come out the gate paying for shit. It's the standard that you already set for me not even knowing your name for the first 2 minutes. What you drinking? Oh, you hungry? Da, da, da. Then, so how are you mad? So what is that
That's because
called?
he trying to bomb.
That's cool, but I'm saying
just trying to hit.
that's the norm. We're not about to act like that's the normal thing. That's not a normal thing. When a girl go out, 9 times out of 10, she's going to see a guy that wants to pay for stuff.
Niggas leaving with money.
Leave with money.
And we talk about that all the time. Niggas leave with money and then get mad when all the bitch want is money or want you to spend some type of money. That's how I met you. I didn't meet you with just a good conversation and then we worked out.
Spending money. So I'm gonna come there for you to spend money. I ain't
And
gotta spend
then
mine.
it's like we already like we're designed, and then I hate when niggas be like, oh y'all spoil your brats. Y'all make us like this and then get mad. Like niggas literally, a nice looking girl that looks a certain way. Not even that, just a girl in general. We have so much power where a nigga would just do, and we don't even have to know who this nigga is. I might give you my number after you buy my shit. I might not.
Yeah, but then you got some niggas that they know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? It's the talkers.
And then you might get
and
the
they ain't
number,
gonna spend
you gonna get-
spend not a dime on you, but they gonna talk some shit. You be like, damn, he ain't pay for nothing. Yeah,
Why is this conversation still going? You ain't we just met,
right.
And this conversation still going, you ain't buying a drink or nothing. The fuck? No.
Hey, we might get one drink.
Yeah, we good. I was about to say something.
Nigga buy a drink.
Usually, if I meet somebody out and if I end up giving them my number, 9 times out of 10, they already spent some type of money prior to me giving
You
my
done
number.
bought my
I'm not just
Yeah,
giving
probably
you my
bought a drink or
number.
something. Yeah.
Because that's you want to get her number. So, or let me do little shit. You want you cool. Even if she say no, I'm fine. He offered.
Right. Yeah.
A guy that don't offer,
That nigga, that's because he in there sharing the bottle with his homies. He ain't got that's because he in there sharing the bottle with his homies. They got, I got you, hold on. And they go take get a cup. Then come back, bring you a cup.
They penny pinching.
Let me ask you this question. I seen this. It said, would you want the pressure of dealing with somebody with no bodies, basically their virgin, or somebody with a high body count?
I'd rather take the high body count. You can't be no virgin. You got to know what's going on.
That's a lot.
Because if we being honest, we don't really know nobody's body count. They could tell us a number that doesn't mean it's true. So anybody could really have a high body count. We don't know. I don't give a fuck. That's not my business. I'm not taking no virgin now.
Yeah, I don't want
you
the,
be safe.
I don't want
to eat pussy. That's the problem.
You can teach them.
I'm not teaching nobody to eat no pussy in 2020. Are you kidding me?
You can teach them.
You don't have to teach me how to suck dick. You don't have to teach me how to do nothing.
That's why they gonna love you forever though.
No. That's the thing. This person would be a virgin, right? This person would be a virgin. I'll break their virginity. I'm the only person they know. Neil, this nigga stalking me, trying to beat my ass when I don't want him no more. No.
That nigga said lift off.
You won't be talking to me. You gotta stay
You kidding me? That nigga had
talk to no fucking.
how many
why
years
you a virgin?
He had that many years of nut.
I got questions. Why are you a virgin in 2020? Like, and how old are you? How old is he? What the fuck? How old is this man?
Like about 30 years and I haven't said.
Yeah, that is pretty. That's
Something's wrong.
Maybe he was celibate.
That's a red flag.
He abstinent. Is abstinent? He abstinent. Maybe he was abstinent. You know
It's
what
a
I'm
red
saying?
flag. He got something going on that nobody knows.
What if you fuck with a virgin and he gave you the best sex you ever had?
That's a
I mean, I'm not fucking with a virgin, so I don't really know.
That's a
I'm just saying. Would you stay with now if the guy did that? Would you stay with him though? That's the question. Like he was, nigga was a virgin. You thought he was all types of crazy. Let me give him some.
I take his virginity.
He knocked your socks off.
Is
You know what
he
I'm saying?
crazy afterwards, or is he normal?
He might not really be boyfriend material though. He might just be a nigga that I might like having sex with.
Or I took his virginity and now he's smelling himself.
It could be.
Now you want to go,
good.
and then you know he about to start cheating. He about to show his ass now, cause like her pussy feel like the damn. I want to feel some. You know, it's in your nature to fuck multiple females.
I know some females that lost their virginity was like, oh, that shit was bomb. Let me go fuck another couple niggas.
Right.
So it's a nigga.
Yeah, because you want to test different sizes and
I want to
shit.
I want to see what this is like.
So I chased the vanilla ice cream and go ahead and take some chocolate. He was saying he dibbling
I had a little butt. I want a big butt now. I'm gonna see what she got going on. You know, it's so many shapes and sizes. Niggas want to explore.
You would rather have the high body count?
He gonna take that virgin.
What's high? What's high?
He gonna take the virgin.
It depends on how high the body count is.
No, it don't. But I'm
The body counts don't fucking matter.
What if she got? What if she got Wilk numbers?
They could be
What?
like,
What if she got? What if she got Wilk? What if she got Wilk chamber numbers? It's about 100. You know what I'm saying?
He fucked 100 some bitches.
They say he's way more than that, but what if it was Wilk numbers?
Bro.
He would never know. A bitch is not gonna tell him that.
True. What if
She might
what if she
tell
was
a
bad?
number.
What if she was bad
still
though?
wouldn't
Matter of fact, what if she didn't even tell you? How about that?
It don't fucking
don't
matter.
It don't matter?
I'm not
All right.
asking nobody's body count.
yeah, like you got.
Yeah.
We is grown.
We grown. Nobody. First of all, people that still ask about body counts, y'all niggas is weird.
9 times out of 10, we always fucking when we was young any fucking
You need to be
way.
asking, do you got health insurance? When was the last time you been to the
Yeah,
doctor?
do you
That's
get
what you need to
tested?
ask.
What them tests is talking about? That's what I
When
want
the
to
last
know.
time you been to the dentist? You got bitches just putting their mouth on your dick
You
and
died.
they
You
got
got cavities and
Ain't
shit
got no
from
side.
bad coochie.
Then you got all types of shit.
Ain't got no
going
side
on.
tooth. You out here, you just smiling.
Nigga got gingivitis from bad coochie.
Smiling. Yeah, she's talking about you got gingivitis from bad. Ew, that's wild. That's wild. You got your dentist. What happened? I was eating some bad coochie last night. You know what I'm saying? Shit, eat some bad coochie last night.
That's why they got
It shows.
They don't know what they got.
It
One
fucking
thing while they
shows.
brushing their teeth, that shit still stink. You got a problem.
It's
my
okay
guy.
to floss. He's smelling the floss and shit. The fuck is that?
That coochie red last night.
So let me ask you this specifically for y'all. It says being a good girl don't get you shit, but your face played in.
Being a bad girl gets your face played in worse.
Being a girl, get your face.
Why is-
played in.
Cause he know you a bad
It's the
girl.
nigga.
He know who you are, what you might do or whatever. So he's gonna play in your face more so he don't get his feelings hurt. Cause niggas fall in love with whores all day long. Niggas love whores. So he has to protect himself. Am I lying?
Niggas do. Yeah, niggas do.
You know this bitch a whore, but you love this shit whore. You love this
If
bitch.
the nigga start dating a stripper, he love her. But until when his friends start calling her a stripper or calling her name, then he got a problem.
That nigga was just mad. Nigga was mad. Oh, you dating a stripper, but I guarantee if he had a chance, he would be the first motherfucking line to try to
And
beat
those
her.
be the ones that be backdooring their homies because they want to fuck their homie bitch.
Hey. We had one of those episodes. We learned a lot. We learned a lot. Y'all niggas ain't in the studio. No, but that shit. What's considered a good girl?
I honestly don't know, because you not having a bunch of sex partners don't mean you a good girl.
A guy would consider a good girl somebody that's a homebody. Homebody don't have a lot of friends. You basically her only friend.
But you got whores that's homebodies.
You got a homebody whore?
Yeah. The niggas come to the crib. What do you mean?
I ain't gotta fuck.
You always gotta be outside.
That shit like a trap house.
That's not a trap house. She got her own shit. Why she going to somebody else's house to have sex?
She ain't gotta be outside to be a whore.
But she got niggas coming to the crib.
Why am I going outside to have sex? Like certain niggas, she might allow to come to her crib, and then certain niggas,
She might take a little drive for her just because that's the situation.
Yeah,
I don't know what's a good girl though. I can't really like.
But if somebody gonna play in your face, they gonna play in your face.
Good girl or not, good girl. Like I said, and it be the quote unquote bad bitches, the bitches that look a certain way, they body a certain way, they get played with the most.
You think it's because the way they present it?
They're pretty, the way they perceive themselves, and it's the attention. Like you get a lot of attention from a bunch of niggas. Half of these niggas already know you get all this attention because what you look like. That's what draw them to you. So they, like I said, they have to protect themselves. I know who she is. I fuck with her, but niggas being niggas,
they try to play you before they get played. Because they automatically
and vice versa, we try to play y'all before we get played.
So everybody
playing the game.
Everybody out here playing games. How we getting anything accomplished?
And how quickly do we forget the game that we play when our feelings get involved? Especially females, we forget that we playing the game when we start really, really liking a nigga. Now, little shit that didn't bother me before, that was bothering me. I'm in my feelings. Oh, I'm sad. Why did you do this? I was showing you the vulnerable me, and it was never supposed to be like that because we were supposed to be playing games. That's the dangerous part.
Yeah, and then sometimes the game ain't a game no more. That shit get serious. And then now you trying to figure out how to fuck the game. You know what I'm saying?
Why we at where we at? Now we arguing and all types of shit. Like it's
off of that. So the dating pool nowadays.
Bullshit.
The dating pool was. I ain't in the dating pool, so I'm just saying, how's the dating pool, man? Let me ask you: do you think you getting close to a point that you ready to settle down, or not yet?
I go in and out of it though. I know what it's like to have like strong feelings, but it's just
don't
bro,
get you nowhere.
it just be inconvenient at times because I'm not in control here. Like when it's just me dating or whatever, like I feel like I got control. Like it's not really me falling for anybody or things like that. I like that, and then you gotta think I'm most of the time I'm by myself anyway. So I'm getting so used to having that I'm not about to, like I said earlier, I'm not about to give that up. But when you have feelings for somebody and you like want to get involved and you spend time or you make plans and like do shit, like any type of disappointment just like it hits a certain way.
It hits hard.
And it's like you can look at it however you're gonna look at it, whether it's their fault, your fault, both of y'all messed up, whatever. It's just I don't know, man. It's weird.
It's scary.
The numbers like she mentioned earlier, just here alone, men are outnumbered by how much?
90,000.
Right. So I'm not saying you got to be all willy nilly out here, but like
it's a lot of us and not a lot of y'all.
If you cut down on the sex and just make it really about you dating abundance, because I feel like us men, we can do that way more than y'all. Like we're outnumbered everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially
y'all
like
been outnumbered.
And then we have access to just multiple just like races of women because of that. It's our women and other women. So like when you look at that, it's like you just, I don't know, man. Like when you date in abundance the way you should, if you're that type of person that can handle it, everybody can't handle that.
Right.
When you make it about those interactions and shit like that, it just makes it better. It don't be perfect, bro. Like it really don't be perfect, but like it just makes it better because you can slow it down a little bit. You can take time to yourself. You can fuck with people and only have people that don't fuck shit up in your life, because when you casually moving and you keep allowing people in your life that be fucking shit up, it's not a good move at all.
Right.
It makes things worse because when you want to be serious, things don't work out, and when you don't want to be serious, it still don't work out. Like it's messy on both sides. You go like from bad to worse.
So how do you approach the dating world nowadays?
I date myself first. I just make time for myself first. Do I make a concerted effort to still try? Yes, every day.
Yep.
Every day. Do I dumb it down some and slow down so that way I ain't doing nothing too crazy? Because the more you move, it's just like anything can happen.
Right.
So it's just like you gotta be careful. A lot of different shit will just be happening in your life. So you don't want to be juggling a bunch of people. Like, that's weird.
Right.
Can I say something? I think the most important thing is having that me time. Because I learned that, like, that Mr. Table for one shit, I do it all the time. And so even when I deal with, like, niggas, or sometimes, like, my friends would get jealous, like, oh, I want to come. You can't. This is just about me. And they'll get mad, but it's just like, you really need that time to yourself, because if you could be without people, you could do anything. Some people feel like they need people around them forever. No, you don't. Right. Sometimes you might be going through something. All right, let me just get myself out the house. Life might be kicking your ass. And you might not want people in your face talking to you and shit, because you might blow up, not meaning to, but people go through shit. So sometimes you just go out, get a little drink, get some food, and you might find yourself meeting people while you out talking to different, and you talking and people from different worlds, and that shit is fun. So you need that. And even like if I deal with people, I'll tell them, like, I have my self-care days usually on Mondays, which I'll get my hair, nails, spa day, whatever. That's just me. Don't fuck with my self-care day.
Right.
It's like a mental health day too, because you just taking whatever you want to do, you just do it. If I want to take a drive, if I want to go to New York or whatever, I'm gonna just go. And
when you make that a priority, it makes things better when you choose people.
You're not gonna let nobody fuck that piece up for you. Once you start showing your ass, see you.
All right, I'm gonna let you.
Communication.
Because it's like, the people,
especially if you're in a relationship. Like I have a thing. If I come in the house from work, you know, my boyfriend could be sitting on the couch. It's not a intentional thing, but it's just like when I come in the house, I let them know this very early on. When I come in the house, I need to let everything go.
Right.
So from the day. So it's not about you at this moment. I don't want to talk about it. I just need to, get myself together. So whether it's just me sitting with myself for about an hour or so, sitting in the bathroom, washing clothes, whatever I want to do. Let me have that moment, and then I'll come and talk to you about it. Or if I not even talk to you about it, I'll just come to you like, okay, babe, how was your day? But it's nothing against you to say like, oh, I got an attitude, or you bothering me, or something wrong with our relationship. It's just something I have to do to digress my day. Right. I need that silence. I need that moment of silence before you start unloading all your shit on me, before I unload my shit.
So if he tell you, like, babe, I just need some space for a second, are you cool with giving him space?
Yeah, I'm going to the living room. You say, yeah.
No, seriously though, because you might be with someone and they might be going through their own shit, and again, they don't want to take it out on you, but they might. Right. And it's just like, all right, I see where this is going. I know this is not about me, so I'm gonna just gracefully just step back for a sec, give you a little space, and then when you come back to yourself, then we can talk about it.
How much is too much space? How much is too much space?
When you trying to get like another apartment. Getting a
like yeah, you like
damn.
You really trying to
a whole nother.
But people do that. Like people in relationships, somebody like y'all might have been living separately, and they might have the means to keep where they were living at. Still keep that, and then they can go to that spot when they not feeling whatever they feeling.
That's because they want other people in that spot. That's.
It's just like some people do that, and they say like I need that moment, like I need my own space and everything like that. And it's just like when you become a couple, I feel as though that type of space is like that's entirely too much.
I'm allowing you to cheat on me.
Like and it might not even be specifically cheating. I'm just allowing. I feel like I'm allowing another role in there for something.
I think
that whole put up thing, like
I'm allowing something. I'm allowing something else to be put into that spot.
It's an escape. It's called an escape, because you might have like somebody on the side that you might be fucking with. So you'll have your main bitch at home. Hey, little side piece at your little side house. When wifey or whatever is going through, she might be your escape. She might be the person that's going to relax you and
read a book. You don't need another bitch.
But that's what happens.
Sleep, meditate, get a spa day. Like, I'm just saying.
Make this so a chapter in my book.
I just feel as though like if something is bothering you, I have this thing that's just like it's also many times you're going to complain about it to me. After that, you need to fix it because I don't want to hear it.
The amount of space is too much space. I mean, because it's dependent on the situation and two people. How much do y'all like to be by yourselves?
Right.
That's important. But then it's just like, however much space is going to make us like not productive in this relationship, that's too much. So sometimes, depending on how you and that person like to communicate, they might need 2 in a situation where you might need a week. Or whatever y'all got going on with y'all schedules, that's another thing too, because I'm not about to expect you to break whatever you're focused on to address some shit with me. Like, handle that first. You'll have time.
I'm not opposed to that, but tell me, you got some niggas that they'll just stop talking to you for a week because they need they split that up.
Yeah, communication definitely makes it better.
Fucks it up.
It definitely makes it better. Or
then
sometimes
I'm popping up and all types of shit because what's going on?
Yeah, we just need to
I don't like
communicate enough to where at sometimes you don't even have to say it. I just know.
Yeah.
If I have that type of chemistry with you
And I just
where
know-
I
you know what?
know when you taking your space without
Yeah.
you telling me, that's cool. Because that means I can.
But
do
if
the
I'm
same
not
thing.
there, just let me know. It's not about you. It's you didn't do nothing
Right.
wrong. It's just I got some stuff going on that it's not about you right now. Like I have to figure this out. I can't put you. Yeah.
I just need a moment. It's all right.
And everybody needs that moment. I'm cool with that. But just tell me that. Like,
But
I need
people
to
don't
see.
feel it because you don't communicate that. If
They
you
feel
don't
like they're not
communicate
obligated to tell you, bitch.
and then
I
you
gotta
just
go through
do
something. I
it.
don't gotta
It
tell you
feels as
that.
though like you're doing like it's something wrong with the relationship. Now we got all these unanswered questions. Now we making up scenarios. Something might be wrong with you. You doing this. Somebody stepping out. But it's just like the simple fact of bringing it up to somebody. If you know it's gonna be a serious relationship, I feel as though you should bring up a lot of this shit early on.
Right.
Like I need to let you know this is how I handle this situation or this is how I handle certain things. That way, there's no gray areas. You already know this is black and white when it comes to this specific thing.
All right. Last question. So we had a topic. It's probably been one of our highest view topics. What is bad vagina, right? So that was our topic. I mean, we got a bunch of comments and everything. So what's you laughing? So I'm not gonna ask you that question, but what's considered bad sex?
Honestly, I think
Because what's considered bad sex? Listen,
you know what it is though. I'm not even gonna say it's bad sex. I feel like everybody is not sexually compatible. Like just because you might be sexually attracted to me or I see what she got going on, that doesn't mean our sex is gonna be good. So me and you might not have a good sex experience, but then somebody else I might fuck with and we might have a good sex experience. It's like chemistry. You can't just be physically attracted to me and think that our sex is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like it's the intimacy.
It gets to that point.
You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can look good and be like, damn, and then when you get it on, it's just like everybody just not coming. And that doesn't mean that this person has bad sex. Some girls might not get wet for certain people, where they might get wetter for someone else.
We talked
and
about
just like with guys, some guys. Their size might be a problem for you. With me, it might not be a problem. So it doesn't really mean like, oh, you have bad sex. It's just we just not.
Somebody want to feel that.
We ain't sexually there,
Yeah,
and that's cool.
Then you get to a point.
And then the ones that you are with,
you get to a point where you can like she was about to say, you can compare and know the difference with what you doing. Like that's something when you can compare the energy that
but
goes into it.
so we said that when we was talking about the bad vagina, and we got all types of flack.
Didn't say that.
We did say that.
Didn't say that.
What did we say?
Ant was like, if my man's hit it and then my other man's hit it, that shit ain't right. Then I'm not with it. And I know that shit wet. If that shit not wet, that shit loose. Y'all was going in.
But
on,
again,
like,
someone
of it.
But somebody can tell you that
compatibility.
though. Somebody can tell you her pussy was whack, and then you go and fuck her, and it's not. So you can't go off by what somebody else said. You can't do that.
Go ahead.
If y'all could break it down to a T, how would you describe what is bad sex? If you could describe it down to a science.
Like the stroke ain't there.
Oh, the stroke is not there. The stroke is like when it's
our rhythm ain't rhythming.
Like if I'm going like this and you like.
Yeah, like some
You all
guys
be like a
don't
white
know
person
how to
clapping.
You
just-
know it. You would know the sex is good if missionary, she's fucking you back.
If I want to keep fucking you after we fucking, I want to just keep fucking you. It's good.
If she laying there,
If I said, all right, hurry up,
I'm not even gonna say if she quiet because some people are quiet. Some people aren't some people aren't comfortable with their own sexual being yet. Like they enjoy sex, but they not comfortable like bringing all of that out yet. So it gotta take the right motherfucker. That right motherfucker might not even come around yet. But I'm just saying, like your rhythm gotta be on point. Like it gotta be the same stamina. Like that. Like if you letting go after one round and I'm ready for about 5 more, like what the fuck is we doing?
Y'all.
Oh, I need a break. You don't need a break. You get a break when you sleep. Let's go.
They be popping off like firecrackers in a box.
Round I went to go get a snack and I watch a Family Guy.
Go drink some water. Take a piss.
But see, the thing about that,
It's time for round 8. Let's go. Let's get it.
You're not gonna feel like that with every chick though. Like you just like what they talking about. That's a rare thing.
And that's with someone you
I've only-
locked in with sexually.
Yeah, I've only experienced that maybe 3 different times. Like where it's like that.
3 different women or just 3 different times?
No, 3 different women.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it. Was it the same woman 3 times or was it 3 different women?
But you know it.
Three different people.
You know when you have.
You know your heavy hitters.
Like,
you know the ones.
The heavy hitters.
You know the
She
ones.
said you know the heavy hitters.
You know the
like
ones.
you got tickets from PPA. You know the heavy hitters.
Like you in the shower and you get a little flashback.
Even if you don't talk to this motherfucker a day, no more in life.
You know that nigga that make
you
have
know.
an exorcism. You know him.
You know that motherfucker that
He's
have
spinning.
you switching positions that you're not doing.
Turn them faucets on. You know who that is.
You
Because
definitely
everybody
not
not
gonna run
doing
into
it.
it. You're not gonna run into it all the time. So
No,
when you
you're
do
not
get
gonna
it,
run into it all the time.
you know that's great. Like you know that's
Like
great.
you don't know who's capable of doing the super soaker. Like you don't know.
You don't know how many bitches doing their Kegels.
Like you don't know until it happens.
But sometimes
you have
that super
somebody
soaker-
like underestimate you though. Like they don't know what you're capable of. So when y'all do it, they just look at you like. The
You doing
fuck?
all
Who
that?
taught
Like-
you this? Like who the fuck? You gotta like you literally want to punch this person in the face. Like who the
I feel
fuck
as though
taught you
the
this?
point of it is when you having sex with somebody, I feel as though you should bring your A game. Because if you feel as though you're gonna bring
It
that
depends.
mediocre shit,
Depends.
if you gonna bring that mediocre shit and then they put some shit on you, now you mediocre.
But you can't give
What
everybody
if the
your best.
what if the
though.
chick
You
thought
can't
she
give
what if the
everybody-
chick thought she brought the A game and it wasn't the A game?
I mean, tell me though. I'm not gonna lie. If
ain't gotta be, like,
I done
rude about it,
told
but, like,
somebody like
if it ain't it ain't it.
I told somebody like you humping me like a dog. I don't like the way you humping my butt.
You
like that.
died. Wait, time out.
I want you to tell
Wait, what?
Like,
You humping me like a dog.
Somebody giving you
Time out.
shaking
So you
his
stopped
face.
this nigga mid-stroke and told him he was humping you like a
Yeah,
dog?
I was like, you gotta relax. Like you
Ah.
on my ass. Like
What did he
let
say?
me. He tried to listen.
You fucked that nigga ego up. That nigga ain't want to
So
fuck
what?
But why is your
That
ego
nigga-
have to be fucked up if I'm
Why are
telling
you humping
doing
me like a
wrong?
dog?
You fucked the whole mood up.
Because what you listen, you might have
Stop.
did all this
Okay.
with a bunch of different bitches, and then you get to me and think it's the same thing.
Right?
They
Because some
weren't
bitches
honest
might
with you.
like that. I don't
True.
like the dog trick.
But baby, I don't like that. We can't do that because
like I'm not
comfortable.
able to arch my back because you up on back up. Relax.
And then if I can't arch my back, then you going to your homie and saying that bitch was
And then when I try it my way, I try it my way. You can't handle it. You like, oh yeah, see.
Hey, man, listen, man.
Then you really make a herb boom. You done. You done.
You're done.
What I said, snack time, Family Guy. That's it. That's it. That's all.
What's next, Marcos? what you got? What you working on, man? I know, right? We love it, man. We love it, man. What you got? What you working on? Anything? What you got coming up? When you putting the poems out?
I don't know when I want to stop. I don't know if I want to go to August, which would make a year, and see like how much I got then.
I think you should do what is it? AMSR? ASMR? What is it? Like when people like speaking and they
Oh, the spoken word.
yeah.
Oh, spoken word.
I feel
That's-
like
that's
What you
fine.
say? AMSR.
What the fuck is it? AMSR?
I got nothing.
One of them.
Spoken word.
When it's
We're
like
just gonna say it's spoken word.
it's like people do it like they cook, they do spoken word, they just speaking. It's just like somebody's speaking voice. I feel as though if you put your poems
Oh,
out
all
like
right,
that,
I got you.
I feel like that'd be really good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep writing and just see what keeps getting added to it. But it's meant to turn into source material for what I'm actually like really putting together. The book itself is kind of like portion of a script. So I'm actually going to start taking like some classes to learn how to just properly write, because this book is going to turn into a series that I'm going to produce that's like that. But it's just like it's scenes and a plot. Like it's a show, but it's not approached like that. Like I was just talking to my brother about this shit last night, and I was telling him just how everything's going to come together, like with the book and everything. But as far as like what I'm working on, that book is going to turn into like the first series that I'll produce myself.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. You want to give me socials? You never on social unless you know what I'm saying.
Man, I'm about to deactivate this
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? You ain't never
Don't
on.
even give 'em the
You ain't never
Bro,
on.
I be taking my break, man. I be needing my break.
I tried it. I tried like taking the app off my phone.
It's
It worked?
so peaceful.
It worked. I was
worked?
like
Alright.
watching sermons on YouTube, like gospel sermons. I don't never watch no shit like that. Like I had to occupy my time. And it
Yeah,
helped.
that shit
Like,
get- that shit
like
get
you
addictive.
like taking break from just stuff in general, people, social media. Like you need that because you will. Like I said, sometimes life kicks your ass, and you just need that disconnect for a second. You gonna get back to it, but let me get myself together.
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't know how to do that. That's how a lot of people be suicidal and shit because they don't know how to just or being alone too much fucks them up. Like damn, I don't know how to.
Right.
Like some people can't be social.
And like the more I'm off
They
it,
socially
the more I
retarded.
can just see myself without it. Like I'm trying to get to that point. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but like it's just like we grew up in that era where we grew with these phones and these
In our
platforms,
face.
and
Yeah.
it's just like, bro, we really crackheads for real. Like it's bad.
Shit addictive, ain't it?
Yeah, it's
crazy how-
bad. And then I don't know, man. I just feel like the more you learn how to detach from it in time, I would hope you get better just with being with yourself.
Right.
Not like you gotta be by yourself all the time, but like it's just, you gotta know how to do it, bro. Like it's mad.
Put your phone do not disturb.
Mr.
and just
Table for one.
Whatever
over
you
there.
want to do.
Hey man, but we appreciate y'all both for coming through. As always, you know what I'm saying? Took you long enough. You know what I'm saying? It took
Try to
you
come
long
back
enough.
in July.
Took
Try
you-
to come back.
Come back in July. All right. We need to come to the left coast and interview out there too.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
You said that a year
I know.
ago.
I did.
Actually, you said that 2 years ago.
I know, man. That's
We can set it up.
Blame him. Don't blame me.
Because I remember you saying that 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
We got
it's
the
cool.
equipment, so we just go
Yeah,
sit
we
in the
just
park.
saying we just
go
gonna-
sit in the park and do this.
But definitely appreciate you for coming through. Like we always say, man, common sense ain't always too common. So put a little bit more smarts on the world. And on that note, it's the boy Vince.
And I'm Ed.
Holla at y'all.